hold on, I'll never surrender, and our love strong. This is forever. This is forever.
but she said, trust me, these are the stories we will tell. As I stood frozen, infinite, I almost fell, but I got a feeling and my heart starts beating, a sudden rush of feeling alive. This is freedom and I won't change, I won't phase out. I'm no ghost, let me go.
Welcome everyone to day one of the conference semifinals. The big 8 teams left in the tournament here in Season 7. We're jumping right into the action with High Rollers and Bombers. Narcisio Dixon versus Austin Floston. And we're underway here with Piston Omen to lead things off. 3-0 the count here for Omen. Takes a strike at the top of the zone. Dixon battles back to a full count. Grounds that one to Britton. He's up with it in time at first round number 1. Let me know how the volume sounds. For some reason, it sounds a little bit soft in my headset. I don't know how it's coming through for you guys. Hard hit ball, but to third. Pujols up with it. Throw is in time for round number 2. That brings up max range. Sounds good here. Good from Winter Gamer. Awesome. High Rollers and Bombers with their 4th ever series in the postseason. Actually, excuse me, their 3rd ever meeting in the postseason. And 4 possibles, and that's strike 3, swing and the miss. Max range goes down in a 1-2-3 inning for Narcisio Dixon. We go bottom of the 1st. Iffy Jr., Bonetti, and Britton do up for the Bombers. But ever since the High Rollers organization was founded, these 2 teams have found themselves in 3 out of 4 postseasons. Only time they haven't met was when the Bombers missed out in Season 5. High Rollers making the postseason every year of their existence so far. 2-2 count here from Floston to Kid Iffy Jr. Grounded to third, Blind Ollie's up with it. The throw will be in time for number 1. That brings up Tyler Bonetti. And that's a grounder to second. Woolley up with it. The throw is in time for number 2. These 2 teams in the regular season split the season series. Bombers won on week 5, day 2, in a 5-2 victory. Then High Rollers got revenge week 8, day 2, in a pitching duel. The High Rollers won 0-2. And it's a 2-2 count here to Britton. Lays off that pitch. It's full count. Swing and a miss. Floston rings him up there. And both pitchers with a 1-2-3 inning will go to the top of the 2nd. So on the heroic side of things, what are some constant matchups for the heroic? Because Bombers and High Rollers have had 3 postseason meetings. Bombers and Serpents have had 4. Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, and then Season 6. That's something that we should try and add to the league history sheet. See if we can task Fizek with that. Full count now to Blind Ollie. Rounded to the right side of the infield. A diving stop from O'Connell. The throw to Dixon in time. He steps on the bag for round number 2. Good play there by O'Connell, preventing that one from getting into right field. That brings up the acquisition, Carlita Beltran. And she's ahead in the count 2-0. Hard hit ball grounded to O'Connell. He'll take it himself for round number 3. And we'll go quickly into the bottom of the 2nd inning. Because I want to say the heroic has kind of shuffled through a lot more than the epic has. The epic, I feel like you have some fairly consistent contenders. Like Because you had the wrong fielders being good for a while and they dropped off. Same thing with the walkers. Up the middle goes Pujols. Woolley recovers. Throw is in time for number 1. Knights and Vikings might have met maybe about 2 or 3 times offhand. Here's Lexi Luther. And she connects with one. Can't handle it. Wally Woolley. He stays with it, but the throw is not going to be in time. And we have the first base runner of the game. Be interesting to see if that goes down as a hit, as Woolley did have to jump for it. Just couldn't quite look into the glove. Line shot to third. Ollie snags it from Billy O'Connell, 2 away. And that brings up Ferris Irons. Vikings Knight have met 3 times. Okay. So they're tied with Bombers High Rollers, meaning 3 times. But other than that, in the heroic, I can't think of anyone else who might have met more times. That's going to be a grounder just under the glove of Blind Ollie at third. That's going to put 2 on, 2 out for the Bombers here. A chance in the bottom of the second for Alyssa Sass.
The catcher, number 35.
Up the middle, pretty easy range over for Woolley, and he gets it to first in time for round number 3. Bombers leave a couple on, and we'll go to the top of the third. Here's 7-8-9, do it for the High Rollers. Here's Vic Turnpike. I haven't recorded any kind of stats for the postseason that first week yet, so we'll just go off of our regular season stat sheet. Vic Turnpike, as he flips that one through the infield just past the outreach glove of Ferris Irons, and the High Rollers have the first base runner of the evening. And that brings us to G. Baby Evans. Jarius Evans, quite the up and down season. Started off the season with that walk-off grand slam against the Serpents, but not much else to the season. 12 for 50 on the year, a 240 average. As he strikes out, looking there, a nice off-speed there from Dixon. I think that was a changeup. That brings up Alex Longstop. Longstop hitting 250 on the year, 12 for 48. Has himself a pair of home runs, 13 RBIs, 7 walks, 7 strikeouts. Runners going, but the hit and run spoiled, fouled off. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Dixon. And back to the top of the order we go. Piston Omen. Runner on with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Dixon locked in. That's up the middle under the glove of Dixon, and that's going to be a base hit. High Rollers now with 2 aboard with 2 out. See if they can take advantage where the Bombers could not, and it's Wally Woolley at the plate. Woolley on the year, 10 for 31. Did suffer through at least 1 injury stint, maybe even 2, I think. 10 for 31 on the year, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, 13 walks, 2 strikeouts, a 322 average. He pops this one high into right field. It's in foul territory. Rifleman, though, ranges over and makes the catch in foul territory for out number 3. And the High Rollers strand a couple as we now go to the bottom of the third inning. 9-1-2 due up for the Bombers here, still in the 0-0 ball game.
Fielder, number 89.
So Floston, who pitched in that game against the Bombers in that 2-0 victory, had himself an excellent performance that night, and he's following that up here as he's making his way through the first turn of the lineup at 28 pitches here. See if I can find that day quick. Soft liner to third. Ollie makes the catch. 2 away. Let's see, Floston in that game went 7 innings, only allowed 3 hits, no earned run, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. He's locked in here. That one is golfed into left field by Benetti. That's going to get down for a 2-out single. And that will bring up Graham Britton. The rookie didn't have a great second half. Hitting .308 on the season, though. 21 for 68. Wow. 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 10 walks, 7 strikeouts. And he hits this one high and deep into center field. Tracking back is Piston Omen, and it's gone! Graham Britton puts the Bombers on top here early with a 2-run shot into center field. Where is the score? There it is. Graham Britton with his 4th home run of the season puts the Bombers on top. Pujols with a laser to second. Woolley can't handle it. It bounced off his glove, and the inning will continue. A couple of misplays defensively from Woolley tonight, excuse me. Usually a fairly sure-handed second baseman, but has had a couple of miscues. And now Tense with that error. See if the Bombers can take advantage of it with Lexi Luther at the plate. Not only was tied for home runs, was the league leader in RBIs with a 3-1 count here. She lets that one go. The count is full. The pitch swung on and missed. Floston rings her up there, and the side is retired. We go to the top of the 4th in a 2-0 ball game. Max Range, Becky Foe, and Blind Ollie do up.
The first baseman, number 89.
Let's take a gander at the pitching seasons for these players. Narcisio Dixon, the ace for the Bombers, pitched 29 1/3 innings this year. Gave up 8 earned runs for a 3.68 ERA. Down first, O'Connell with a diving catch for one away. 12. What happened to hits? That one's a C&I single through the right side of the infield. O'Connell and Britton both tried for it, but couldn't quite come up with it. So that will be a single.
Number 40.
Something's weird with the stat sheet. I accidentally got rid of the hit column. I think it's messed up a formula or two. Popped up into right is Ollie. Back there is Britton. They'll make the catch for out number 2. Mojo up for Dixon to face off against Carlita Beltran.
Number 36.
Small sample size for Carlita. Don't remember exactly offhand what she did against the Stingers, but in the regular season she was able to record 3 for 10. A pair of RBIs, did walk a couple times as well as strike out. That's foul. And that is ball 4, the first walk issued by Dixon.
The shortstop, number 20.
And the High Rollers have a pair on again here for Vic Turnpike. Dixon, despite having a pretty good stat line, up to 63 pitches here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. IDK if it's because whoever is streaming or my Wi-Fi saw today, but I've never seen the stream so crisp. Cool. Glad that we are coming in full quality. This one's a flare into center field. I don't think anyone's going to get that. Ken Iffy Jr. has to field it on the 1-hop, and a run will score for the High Rollers. It's 2-1. A bomber special into center field from Vic Turnpike cuts the lead in half. Popped up, will it stay in play? At the backstop is Sass, but it will be foul. 1-2 the count here to Evans. Runners at the corners. That's back to Dixon. He's able to snag it for out number 3. But the High Rollers on the board here, making a 2-1 ball game going to the bottom of the 4th. 6, 7, 8. Do it for the Bombers.
The first baseman, number 10.
So Floston definitely winning the pitching battle here, pitch count wise. Only at 47. That one's a hard foul ball from O'Connell out of the stands down the left field line, but well foul. A grounder through third. Ollie up with it, and the throw is in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2.
That brings up Ferris Irons. First pitch swing, puts this one in the center field. Tracking back is Omen, and he'll make the catch for round number 2.
Now batting,
And that'll bring up Alyssa Sass.
35.
So Floston much better on the pitch count. As Alyssa Sass puts this one into left center. I don't think that one will have enough, and Piston Omen will make the catch halfway on the warning track for out number 3. So a quick inning for Floston will go top of the 5th. Still in a 2-1 ball game.
The left fielder, number 25.
So Omen about 20 pitches better off than Dixon is here. That's a hard grounder to short. Irons, though, picks it up. Hits first in time for out number 1. And here is Piston Omen. 1 for 2 today. Piston Omen, 18 for 60 on the season, a 300 average. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, 8 walks to 13 strikeouts. A hard grounder. Pujols can't handle it. That's going to trickle by him, and too much speed on Omen. They won't even throw to first. He's aboard with an infield single, and here's Wally Woolley. 0 for 2 intense, and Dixon's night is done. The ball is over to Mario Wrestles, so Dixon doesn't really get into much trouble, but the pitch count runs high, and he is pulled, and it's up to Mario Wrestles, the wrong lever, to chew up more of this game, and then Piston Omen steals on the first pitch, so he's in scoring position. Hard grounder to second, Britton up with it in time at first. Round number 2, runner advances 90 feet, so the tying run 90 feet away here for Max Range. He's 0 for 2 today. That one's fouled off by Range. 1-1 the count from Wrestles. That one's in the zone, 1-2. Flared foul, and no one will catch up to it. Popped up behind home plate, treading towards the dugout, but Sass is able to catch it for out number 3. And the side is retired and will go bottom 5. Still in the 2-1 ball game. 9-1-2 duel for the Bombers here. High Rollers and Bombers in another pitching duel here. Floston back out to start the 5th inning. See if the Bombers can get to that pitch count a little bit here in the bottom of the 5th. And fairly similar lines, roughly same amount of hits, strikeouts. Floston doesn't have a walk, but I think Dixon only gave up the 1. Rifleman flies out to right for number 1, brings up Kniffy Jr. 0 for 2. And Kniffy Jr. with a shot into center field, and that one's a no-doubter. Kniffy Jr. gets the run back for the Bombers, makes it a 3-1 ball game. Absolutely crushed into center field. How far was that one? I didn't see. I was too busy updating the scoreboard. Back to neutral is Floston. Only really made 2 mistakes today, and they've both been taken advantage by frying the Bombers. 3-1 the count to Benetti. That one finds his own. The count is full. That's a hard hit ball, but will be foul. We'll do it again. That's flared. Oh, Wally Woolley makes the play that time. Wasn't going to make a mistake for the 3rd time tonight. A decent play by Woolley, preventing extra bases from Benetti. And here's Graham Britton, the other home run hitter tonight. That one's grounded to 3rd. Ollie with an easy play to 1st, round number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 6th in a 3-1 ball game. Pretty tight matchup here. 4, 5, 6 duel for the High Rollers, facing off against Mario Wrestles. Becky Foe 1 for 2 today. First pitch swinging into the stands. Popped it up into center field. Tracking that one is Iffy Jr. And he will make the catch, 1 away.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, number 40.
Hard hit ball, can't time up the dive right, is Pujols. That one's going to get by him, so Ollie will single with 1 out. And that will bring up Carlita Beltran.
Number 36.
Dribbler in front of home plate. Wrestles only plays to go to first for round number 2. And I'll bring up Vic Turnpike having a day so far. 2 for 2. Had that bomber special into center field. That got the High Rollers on the board. And has a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. Fouls that one off, makes it a 1-1 count. That one's grounded to first. O'Connell scoops it up and will step on the bag for out number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4, 5, 6 do it for the Bombers here, still 3-1. Albert Pujols lead things off, 27 for 56 this year. 4 home runs, 17 RBIs, I believe was the batting average champion of the league, hitting .482 on the season. Bombers with a team triple crown. He will draw a walk to bring up Lexi Luther. First walk issued by Floston tonight. Curveball hit up the middle from Lexi Luther. That gets by the glove of Vic Turnpike. The Bombers 2 aboard with nobody out here to start the bottom of the 6th. And here is Billy O'Connell, the Super Series MVP in Season 6. Playing out maybe one of the final legs of his career here. Already with 2 rings. Trying to have a good title defense, but he flies this one into right. Caught by Evans. Runner's going to tag from third and get there without a play. So runners at the corners for the Bombers. Here's Ferris Irons. Infield playing in, double play ends the inning. Ferris Irons 1 for 2 today. 1 for 2 today and a .298 hitter on the year. And this one is absolutely crushed into left. Ferris Irons leaves the ballpark and makes it a 6-1 ball game for the Bombers. Ferris Irons mashes that one beyond the stands in left field, and it's a 5-run lead for the Bombers now. Floston is now tense and will give up a 4-pitch walk to Alyssa Sass. Wonder if they're going to turn to Tipsy Reynolds, and they will. Tipsy Reynolds coming in after that absolutely masterful performance in Game 3 of the Stinger series. She pitched the final 7 1/3 innings, I think, in that game, and held the Stingers at bay and advanced them here to the semifinals. But that is a walk to Hamish Rifleman and 2 more aboard for the Bombers here. Still only 1 out, and it's Kennefy Jr. Reynolds struggling to find the zone here. 6 straight balls from her. 7. 3-0 count in the zone there. 3-1. Popped up into center field. Piston Omen will be under it. Runner thought about tagging, but will stay put at second. Is there a Ken Iffy Sr.? No, there is not a Ken Iffy Sr. In 1 year, I think we made about 3 of the Ken Griffey jokes. We were like, okay, we can't do this anymore. This one's a flare. Oh, Wally Woolley does it again. He's robbed Benetti of at least 2 base hits, and the side is retired. But the Bombers, with a 3-run shot from Ferris Irons, makes it a 6-1 ball game going into the top of the 7th. Because there's Kennefy Jr., there's Grin Kiffey, and then there's one more that's a little obscure. I think it's on like the Cobras. I can't remember what it is though. But it's another one of the same kind of play on words. That one's back to Wrestles. A couple of quick outs here in the top of the 7th. Is it Ben Griffey? Okay. So we kind of went away with that joke as quickly as we spawned it. Back to the top of the order here. Piston Omen 2 for 3 today. But flares this one, pops it up, foul territory. Alyssa Sass is under it, and she will make the catch for round number 3. Bottom of the 7th we go, 6-1 in favor of the Bombers. 3-4-5 do up in the lineup. Driffy, Ben Driffy, you're right. That's it. Quick 0-2 count to Graham Britton. Swung on, a grounder to short. Turnpike up with it in time for round number 1. Brings up Albert Pujols. Two and one now to Albert Pujols. Yeah, Reynolds' junk is working today. Those pitches are moving. She gets Pujols to pop up behind home plate. Beltran will make the catch for round number 2. And that brings up Lexi Luther 2 for 3 today. And she grounds this one to Turnpike. And the throw will be in time for round number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 8th inning, still 6-1. Woolley, Range, and Fodu up. Woolley tense, 0 for 3 today. Has made up for the early defensive miscues with saving a couple runs, but has not had any success at the plate so far tonight. A hot grounder, and that's under the glove of Ferris Irons. That's going to roll to the warning track, and under the glove of Ken Iffy. He can't handle it, but Woolley will stay at second with a leadoff double. Oh, fitness down. Uh-oh. Injury for Wally Woolley. Tweet's going. As that one's up the middle, a run will round third, head for home. The throw away to plate is in time. So Ken Iffy Jr. with a gun from center field. Yeah, Wally Woolley has, I think that's his 3rd injury of the season. I didn't even know who they, okay. I need to, oh shoot, my pen. And Becky Foe strikes out swinging. I can't keep up.
The third baseman, number 40.
Wally Woolley tweaked groin. We were not excellent with tracking injuries this year, and I do apologize. Hopefully we can be better next season. Okay, so Bombers get out of the inning. Good pitching by Wrestles to get out of that without surrendering any runs, thanks to Ken Iffy. And this one's put into left. That's going to be a leadoff single. I'm trying to find the injury sheet.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Rules. Where are the rules? There are the rules. This one's popped up in foul territory by Irons. Okay, it's tweaked groin. Tweaked groin is tier 2, so that would be 2 games, yes. So he wouldn't be back for the duration of this series. 1 on, 1 out. Now for Alyssa Sass. Called strike at the top of the zone, makes it a 2-2 count. Dribbler to second. This could be a Dragon special. In time at second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. Sass beats it out. And we go to number 9, Hamish Rifleman. Two and 1 the count to Rifleman. Locked in is Tipsy Reynolds. 3-1 the count. And that will be a walk to Rifleman. And we'll go back to the top of the order here with Ken Iffy Jr.
Number 42.
Quick 2-0 count to Ken Iffy. 3-0. She finds his own there, 3-1. And that's going to be a walk, and the bases will be loaded for the Bombers here. And it'll be Tyler Benetti. He's come up empty the last couple of times thanks to Wally Woolley, but that man is now out of the game. Let's see if he can take advantage with the opportunity here. Reynolds can't find the zone. That's a hard hit ball, and that's over the glove of Max Range. That's going to roll into the corner. One run's going to score. Another one rounding third header for a moment. A third's coming home to score. It's a bases clearing double for Tyler Benetti, and the Bombers break it open 9-1.
Second baseman, number 60.
Tyler Benetti finally comes through. And comes through with 3 more runs for the Bombers. 9-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th for Graham Britton now. Fouls that one off. It's a full count. Flare to second, and that's Colton King making the catch for round number 3. And to the top of the 9th we go. 6, 7, 8. Do it for the High Rollers here. They trail 9-1.
Now batting the catcher, number 36.
Russell's locked in, taking over for Narcisio Dixon. Has done a pretty good job. 0-2 the count to Beltran. Swing and a miss. Beltran's rung up there.
Now batting the shortstop, number 20.
Here's Vic Turnpike, 2 for 3 today. Swing and a miss there, 0-2. Grounded to short, irons up with it. The throw will be in time for round number 2. And it's up to Jarius Evans here. 0 for 3. He'll stay in the game. No appearance from Kip Armhorn. Usual pitch hitter. Grounded to first. This will do it. Billy O'Connell scoops it up and will step on the bag himself for out number 3. And that will do it. Game 1 goes to the Bombers, 9-1. Bombers hitting the long ball tonight. That's how they scored a majority of their runs. Let's see, 8 hits for the High Rollers, a pair from Piston Omen. Vic Turnpike with the RBI also had a pair of hits and some hits spread around. For the Bombers, 9 hits. A pair from Tyler Benetti had the 3 RBIs. Graham Britton with a home run, as well as Ferris Irons and Kennethy Jr. Floston gets the loss, 6 earned through 5 1/3. Reynolds goes 2 2/3 with 3 earned. Dixon, 1 earned through 4 1/3, and Wrestles closes the door with 4 2/3, no earned with 2 strikeouts. MVP, Ferris Irons, Benetti, and Kennethy Jr. So let me do the prediction. Choose outcome, Bombers. And let's do another one if we so. Who will win? And we've got Lumberjacks, and we've got and I'll give you 5 minutes. All right, we're going to the Epic Conference now, and we'll be going to beautiful Apple Field. Lumberjacks. STV. And we're going to keep it night because it's playoff time. Yep, and Gardner Minshew. Yep. And then for the Lumberjacks, got Cecil B. Pinocchio is here. Saw Dude is there. Not used or green. Okay, that's all good. Gonzalez, Brainstorm, Tygo, Barco, Callens, Hecker, Dream, Buckball, Chris Luzon. All right, perfect. Here we go into game number 2. Vikings and Lumberjacks. Vikings with the sweep of the Dragons in the first round, looking to get back to the conference finals where their season ended up short last year against the Knights. I don't know, Hummus. Sometimes the game is just weird and has those mojo down things. If they come in, they never actually have the status effect, because I remember seeing this like last season or something, and like even Zarby thought that was weird, but like we've seen them come in and they don't have a status effect. It's just something weird the game does sometimes, but it doesn't affect the players at all. This one's into the gap. That's going to get down for extra bases. Judd French with a one-out double. And while I am in the Discord,
Number 16.
office message. Struck him out, but can't throw him out. French takes third, and that's Gage Deputy. All right, Elder, in and out tonight. Hope all is well with you. That is up the middle, and Gage Deputy will put the Vikings on the board 1-0 with an RBI single.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 17.
So Vikings already with a run across, but strikes out Kawhi Hatmore to end the inning. But Gage Deputy gets the Vikings on the board first.
Now batting, the center.
Let's flip over the stat sheets. We want Vikings. We want Lumberjacks. And that's a leadoff strikeout for Gardner Minshew. Striking out Speedy Gonzalez. Well, that's a hard hit ball. That's going to get into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. That's extra bases for Denver Brainstorm. He's digging for second, and he will have a one-out double as well. So anything you can do, I can do exactly the same so far. As both number two hitters with a one-out double. Here's Tank Tygo with that runner in scoring position. Tank Tygo on the year, 21 RBIs, won't get his 22nd as he pops this one out to Gage Deputy for number two. And that will bring in Phil Barco Jr. Phil Barco Jr. a little bit better than him at 24 RBIs on the season. Just one home run for Phil Barco Jr., surprising. He dribbles that one to third. Deputy up with it, though. She'll step on the bag herself for round number three. So the Vikings turn the Lumberjacks away, and the bottom of the first will head to the second. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Vikings.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 21.
Let's take a look at Cecil B's stats this year. The ace for the Lumberjacks pitched 23 2/3 of an inning. 12 earned runs for a 4.56 ERA, a 1.60 whip. 13 walks to 17 strikeouts, did surrender 5 home runs this year. Gets the first out there, a grounder to first, brings up Riley Reed. Full count. And strike three called on the outside of the zone. Cecil B rings her up there, 2 away. 3 strikeouts on the evening so far for Heimerdinger. Facing off against Spencer Reed now. Swing and a miss there. 1-2 of the count. Pops it up. Denver Brainstorm is under it. And he will make the catch for out number 3, and the side is retired. Bottom 2 we go. Shelby Collins, Flip Hecker, and Gene Dream due up here.
Now batting, the catcher.
A couple of all-stars due up here. Collins, the starting catcher for the Heroic, and I believe Flip Hecker, the starting third baseman for the Heroic as well. Hard hit ball to the right side of the infield. Reed comes up with it. Gets to Deputy, 1 away. Put a Pecker up now.
Number 18.
Gotta say, I feel the strike zone's a little bit wide here in Apple Field. That one's wide, though. That one's going to be fouled off into the stands. Makes it a 2-2 count here to Hecker. Nice off-speed from Minshew. Gets it to ground back to him. Gets Deputy out number 2. And here is Gene Dream. First pitch swinging into right. Tracking that one is Vicky Marshall, shaded into foul territory. And she'll make the catch for round number 3. So 1-2-3 inning. And we'll go top of the 3rd. Miyuki with Marshall and French due up here.
Now batting, the catcher. Number 45.
1-1 the count. That one's foul. Hard hit ball, but grounder right to Barco. He's up with it in time for number 1. Vicky Marshall up.
Number 37.
Not the greatest of second halves for her, but did hit 300 on the season, exactly 18 for 60. 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, 8 walks, 9 strikeouts for her. Up the middle, Barco Jr. is able to range over. The throw is in time for round number 2. A good play by Barco, not letting that one get up the middle. And that brings up Judd French. He is the run on the board so far tonight. Judd French heating up in the playoffs. Did not have a single home run this season until he hit 2 in Game 2 against the Dragons and sent them packing. But he grounds out to first in the inning. Will go bottom of the 3rd, 8-9-1. Do it for the Lumberjacks. Buck ball at the plate. Let's take a look at the numbers for Gardner Minshew. Minshew, 25 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, a 5.04 ERA, a 1.44 whip, as that's a soft liner to Deputy, 1 away. 7 walks to 22 strikeouts, an amazing 1-to-3 ratio there. 4 home runs surrendered for him on the season. And we go to the amazing Chris Luzon, who completely turned his season around and gets that one down in the center field. A base hit for the Lumberjacks here. Luzon really turned his season around after the acquisition by the Lumberjacks from the Unicorns, and that brings us back to the top of the lineup. Speedy Gonzalez. Gonzalez, an impressive year. 390 on the season, 25 for 64. 1 home run, 6 RBIs, 12 walks, 5 strikeouts. Hard hit ball, and that will, Spencer Reed with the suck glove. And gets to first in time for a big second out. I thought that one was going to get into the outfield easily, but Spencer Reed had other plans, and Denver Brainstorm flares it to Reed again for out number 3. So a couple of plays by Reed gets us to the 4th with the 1-0 lead for the Vikings still intact here. 3-4-5 do it for the Vikings. Here's Liam Freishak. Liam Freishak was an offseason acquisition by the Vikings, hoping to add a bit of offense to the team. He has done that in a way. 333 average on the year. 19 for 57. I am looking at the wrong guy. I didn't think Liam had done that well. And here's Gage Deputy. Her base hit knocked in Judd French and has gotten us to where we are tonight so far. I'm reading her locked in. 3 innings so far. Couple hits, a walk, 3 strikeouts so far. Up to 53 pitches here. A 1-2 count to Deputy. She swings that one. It trends fair. Hecker throws the ball to first in time for round number 1. Runner will advance to second now for Kwai Hatmore. Kwai Hatmore on the season. A 264 batter, 14 for 53. Breaks his bat swing on that one down the third base line. Hecker gets up with it, gets it to first in time for out number 2. And here is Amir Williams. Williams, 313 average, 16 for 51. A home run, 8 RBIs, 7 walks, 6 strikeouts. One and 2 the count to Williams. And he grounds that to first. Gene Dream scoops it up and will step on the bag himself for round number 3. Vikings leave a runner stranded as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Tank Tygo, Phil Barco Jr., and Shelby Callens to lead things off. Let's take a look at Tank Tygo this year. 17 for 56. And this one is an absolute tank. And it's tied the ball game at 1. I wasn't even looking at that one, and I could tell by the sound off the bat. That one was absolutely murdered, and we've got ourselves a 1-1 ball game. So Minshew no longer locked in, but strikes out Phil Barco to come back after the home run. A home run, just the 3rd hit allowed by Minshew tonight so far. And that will be a walk to Shelby Callens. Let's take a look at the teams as a whole. Lumberjacks, the number 1 team in batting average this year, hitting a team 356 on the year. And we're top in runs scored with 138. This one's popped into shallow center field. Riley Reed will make the catch for round number 2. On the flip side, the Vikings on the year, 3rd best team in ERA with a 3.88 ERA and a 1.43 whip. One on, 2 out here. The bottom of the 4th. This one's in foul territory. Trending towards the dugout, but it looks like it will be caught by Gage Deputy for round number 3 and will go to the top of the 5th. The solo shot by Tank Tygo gives us a tie ball game at 1 apiece heading into the top of the 5th. Robert Eager locked in. Now with the game all squared up. Has gotten ahead of the Vikings since that first inning. Has really not given them much of anything. But that one's off the glove of Flip Hecker, and that will be an infield leadoff single for the Vikings. A little bit too hot to handle by Hecker at 3rd. And a runner aboard now. Here's Spencer Reed. And Spencer Reed into left. Tracking back is Tank Tygo, but he's going to watch that one soar into the dugout. Vikings retake the lead 3-1 with the 2-run shot by Spencer Reed. The brother-sister duo puts the Vikings back on top here in the top of the 5th inning, 3-1. Miyuki on the 2nd pitch pops this one into right. Chris Luzon will make the catch, 1 away. And this one into right center, tracking back. That one is also gone. The Vikings, Vicky Marshall with the 3rd home run tonight for her team, and the Vikings up 4-1 here in Apple Field.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 41.
And Judd French rips one into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to wall. That'll be extra bases for him. His 2nd double of the evening. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Have to wonder when they'll bring out Jefferson Steelflex.
The 3rd baseman, number 16.
He is definitely most He is definitely a pitcher of the year candidate, but they're going to leave Heimerdinger in there for now. Tense now. Here against Liam Freishak. Runners going. The throw is in the dirt, and Fridge is safe at third. Infield playing in now. Count is full to Freishak. He swings this one, flares into left. Tank Tygo will be under it. He's got a decent arm, but French is fast. Let's see what happens here. Runner is going. The throw from Tygo is going to prevent French. Left field kind of shallow in here. Was only hit about halfway anyway. So Tygo prevents French from trying to tag up. He stays put at third, and here is Gage Deputy. And Deputy into center field, but that's a straight-on shot to Speedy Gonzalez. He makes the catch for out number 3. So the Vikings leave French stranded at third, but score 3 runs off of 2 home runs. Lead 4-1 going into the home half of the 6th. Of the 5th. Buck Ball to lead things off. So manager trusting their ace, Cecil B, left him in there, and he did close out the inning. So it's up to the Lumberjacks offense to battle back here again. Buck Ball battling. And Buck Ball into left center, and forget about that one. Holy cow, we've got a home run derby here tonight at Apple Field. Buck Ball, 492, man alive.
The right fielder, number 10.
4-2 now. A dribbler to second, Reed charging in on it, gets to first in time for out number 1. Brings us back to the top of the order here. Speedy Gonzalez 0 for 2 tonight. Third time through the lineup for Minshew. Leads off with a strike low and inside. And that one in the bottom of the zone as well. Gonzalez fouling things off. Lays off that pitch, 1-2 the count. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Minshew strike 3, and he rings up Gonzalez there.
Second baseman, number 6.
Here's the dangerous Denver Brainstorm. Brainstorm 23 for 53 on the year, 433 average. He flares this one into right, though, playable for Marshall, and she'll make the catch for out number 3. Buck Ball inches the Lumberjacks closer, makes the 4-2 ball game as we get into the second half here in the top of the 6th. Here's Quai Hatmore. Heimerdinger will stay in the ball game. He's at 80 pitches here. See if he can muster through the top of the 6th. Quai Hatmore fouling that one off with a 2-2 count now. Pops it up. Behind home plate, I don't think Shelby Collins really has moved at all. And she'll make the catch for round number 1. Here's Amir Williams.
Number 21.
Amir Williams, a dream of the diving catch for round number 2. A great play by him, robbing the Vikings of a base hit, and Heimerdinger will get pulled. In comes Steel Flex. They turn it over to their pitcher of the year candidate, Jefferson Steelflex. 43 2/3 innings this season, a 1.85 ERA with a 1.07 whip. Absolutely masterful season from Steelflex. 26 strikeouts to 13 walks. Only 9 earned runs on the season, 34 hits. And he gets the final out of the 6 as we go to the bottom half. Tank Tygo, Phil Barco Jr., and Shelby Collins due up.
The left fielder, number 10.
4-2 the score here. Bottom 6, a 3-0 count to Tank Tygo. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk. We've seen this from Minshew a lot this season. He has his moments, but when he implodes magnificently. In case of implosion, look directly at implosion. And that's a 2-0 count to Phil Barco Jr. Finally finds the zone there after 6 straight balls. But falls there again, 3-1 the count. But pops it up into foul territory. And Gage Deputy will say thank you very much for out number 1.
Now batting, the
Here comes Shelby Callens.
34.
Shelby Callens, that's going to get into the gap. That most likely will score the run from first. Judd French up with it now. Runners at third, rounding third, headed from home. Hits Reed. Reed to home. Not going to be in time. It's a 4-3 ball game.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 18.
RBI double for Shelby Callens, and the Lumberjacks are within 1. The Lumberjacks known this season from coming from behind in a lot of games. And in thanks to the good pitching of Jefferson, Steel flex this one into left, and it just misses the foul pole. Hecker almost gave his team the lead, but he didn't. Pops up on the next pitch into left. And Freishak will make the catch for round number 2. That one missed the pole by feet.
Now batting, the first baseman, number
And here is Gene Dream 0 for 2 today with the runner in scoring position. First pitch called strike at the bottom corner. That one misses, 1-1 the count. Grounded up the middle. Spencer Reed is there, and he'll get it to first in time for round number 3. Spencer Reed playing a shade closer to second, and it's beneficial for the Vikings. They end the inning still intact with a 4-3 lead going into the top of the 7th.
second baseman, number 9.
Spencer Reed, probably your MVP so far tonight for the Vikings, has the 2-run home run and has had quite a few defensive plays. We'll see if he can get anything off of Steel Flex here as he enters for his first full inning of work. Pops this one up. Looks like Callens will get over there in time to make the catch for round number 1. Brings up Miyuki, 0 for 2 today. Not a great season for Miyuki. As he dribbles this one just past Steel Flex. The throw from Hecker still in time. Miyuki not fast enough to beat out the infield single, and 2 away.
Number 37.
And here's Vicky Marshall. Marshall not chasing, has a 3-0 count. And she'll take a 4-pitch walk from Steel Flex. And we'll have to face in against the locked-in Judd French. He's had 2 doubles here tonight. 2 home runs in his last game against the Dragons. Can he get the Vikings back some runs here? He starts with a 2-0 count here from Steel Flex. Runners going. The throw from Callens is going to be in time. Shelby Callens knocks down Vicky Marshall and will head to the bottom of the 7th. A great throw from Callens brings the Lumberjacks back up to bat. And here's Buck Ball. He homered his last time up. Fouls this one off. Minshew on the mound to pitch the 7th inning. 83 pitches now. Flared into right. Vicky Marshall is under it. And the catcher's made for round number 1.
Now batting,
Chris Luzon up to bat now.
fielder, number
1-1 the count to Luzon, 1 for 2 today. That one misses wide, 2-1. 3-1 now. And that one just misses, and Luzon will take a walk. So the tying run on base for the Lumberjacks here is Speedy Gonzalez, the leadoff hitter. 0 for 3 tonight, though. 4th time facing Minshew. Minshew at 90 pitches now. Just issued his 3rd walk in behind Gonzalez, 2-0. Finds the zone there. Swing and a miss, 2-2 the count to Gonzalez. The count is full. Payoff pitch spoiled by Gonzalez. He fouls it off into the dugout. And that is another walk. Gonzalez will take first, and the go-ahead, or the tying run in scoring position, go-ahead run on first, and Minshew's night is done after back-to-back walks. That brings in Bruce Hot Mike. He comes in a pretty high-pressure situation with only a 1-run lead and inheriting 2 base runners with only 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, and facing a dangerous Denver Brainstorm. Brainstorm with a slow roller. Reed ranges over, gets it to first in time for out number 2, but both runners will advance. Both in scoring position now for Tank Tygo. Do they intentionally walk Tygo? They don't. It's that one hard and foul. Runs inside, 1-1. Foul swinging that one off. It's a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Bruce Hollick goes to Tank Tygo and rings him up there, and we'll go to the top of the 8th. A lot of guts from Bruce Hot Mike there, ringing up Tank Tygo with 2 in scoring position. And here we go to the top of the 8th. Here's Judd French to lead things off. Judd French ahead 3-0, and that will be a 4-pitch walk to French. So Steel Flex struggling a bit. A couple of walks issued so far here through 1 1/3. That one's fouled off. A 1-1 count here to Liam Freishak. That one's low, 2-1. That one finds his own 2-2. Gutsy take there. The count is full now. And ball 4 called. Back-to-back walks from Steel Flex. And the Vikings have 2 aboard here for Gage Deputy. Pressure all the way up now. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Lots of speed at second. Freishak not as quick at first. First pitch called, the strike at the bottom of the zone to Deputy. She pops this one up, flare to short. Infield flies called. Barco makes the catch, out number 1. Bad swing there by Deputy. But that will bring up Quai Hatmore 0 for 3 today. Gut check time for Steel Flex as he's walked a couple of batters here. His team trailing by 1. In the top of the 8th. Runners going. Hit and run was on. This one is popped up foul. Third base side. Flip Hecker is there, and he'll make the catch for round number 2. So a big couple outs there by Steel Flex. Some not great batting discipline, though, by the Vikings, giving the Lumberjacks some easy outs, not getting the ball in play to try and make the outs productive. And it's up to Amir Williams not to squander the opportunity. He's got a 2-1 count. The pressure is all the way up here. He lets that one by. It's a 3-1 count. That one's foul. Runners going. This one's into left field. Tracking his Tank Tygo. He can't get there in time, and it gets away from him. That's going to clear the bases. Amir Williams plays 2 and makes it a 6-3 game for the Vikings. The one knock on Tank Tygo in left field is that he is slow and couldn't come up with that one in time and allows 2 runs to score. And the fact that the ball ate him up a bit, got under his glove. And Riley Reed puts one into center field. Runners going around third, head from home. The throw from Speed Gonzalez is not going to be in time. It's 7-3.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 9.
Jefferson Steel Flex has been pegged with 3 earned through 2 here. That one's a dribbler to first. Gene Dream up with it. Will step on the bag himself. Round number 3, and the side is retired. But the Vikings double up their lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 4, 5, 6 do it for the Lumberjacks here. They got some work cut out for them here. And the Vikings will bring in their defensive substitutions now. Well, at least they'll bring in Lindsey McMaster now. They leave Hefty Weed still on the bench. 0-2 to Barco. Swing and a miss! Hot Mike rings up Barco, one away. Number 1-1 the count to Callens. And Callens puts this one into right field. That's going to one-hop off the wall. Marshall up with it. Callens digging for 2, and she'll get there. Marshall doesn't have a strong arm in right. So another double for Callens. She's got a pair of those today. She's in scoring position now for Flip Hecker. Let's see if the Lumberjacks can play some small ball here, try and get some of these runs back. Flip Hecker fouls that one off behind 0-2. And strike 3 called? Where was that one?
The first baseman, number 3.
Please show me where that crossed the plate. Unless I just didn't see that one clean at all. That one looked well inside, but I just might be crazy, and the side is retired. To the 9th we go in a 7-3 ball game.
Number 45.
Hey, Fizak, we talked about it earlier in the stream because it's the third time the Bombers and the High Rollers have faced in the playoffs. A cool addition to the history spreadsheet that you made is like most ever postseason appearances between two teams. So like offhand, I know the Serpents and the Bombers have played 4 times. This season is the third time Bombers and High Rollers have played. We also looked up that Knights and Vikings have played 3 times. Oh no, Vicky Marshall with a pulled hammy! That's significant! As 1, 2, 3 inning first steal flex, we go to the bottom of the 9th. Lumberjacks need 4 to tie. 4 to tie, 5 to win. That's a significant injury for the Vikings. A pulled hammy. That's also 2 games. So she joins Wally Woolley, and she won't return for the rest of this series. That's a huge blow for the Vikings. Who do they even use to replace her in right field? Here's Bruce Hotmike with a full count to Buck Ball. Buck Ball will walk. Leadoff runner aboard here in the bottom of the 9th for the Lumberjacks. So they could call someone up. It's Bam Hamsteak, a Po Boy maybe. He's got left field. They can maybe change that if they want to bring someone. Jolton Bolt has OF, but 64-27. Sam Rudolph. Yeah. And that's back-to-back walks from Bruce Hotmike. Don't go anywhere, folks. Things could be interesting. Top of the order here. Here's Speedy Gonzalez. Lumberjacks do trail by 4, but 2 on, nobody out here. Hotmike getting himself into a bit of a jam here. Full count to Gonzalez. And he swings at ball 4. Infield fly is called. And Reed will catch it for out number 1. That would have loaded the bases. But instead, it's an infield fly. So, there's no one... That one's a grounded to first. McMaster goes to second for 1. Back to first. Dragon special not successful. But they do get a second out. So runners at the corners now. 2 outs at the bottom of the 9th. Here's Tank Tygo. Two and 0 the count. Bruce Hotmike finds his own there. 2-1. 3-1. And the bases are loaded, and we are 1 swing away from a brand new ball game, and it is Phil Barco Jr. 0 for 4 intense. Everyone hold your breath here. Popped up into right. This looked like it will do it, and it's going to be caught by Noodles Nunez for out number 3, and the Vikings with the upset take game number 1 from the top-seeded Lumberjacks, 7-3. Does come at a high cost. Vicky Marshall will not return in this series. She does have a home run in the game. Judd French 2 for 4, had a couple of doubles. Riley Reed 2 for 4 as well, and Spencer Reed with a 2-run home run himself. Only 6 hits for the Lumberjacks, 2 of them from Callens. Tank Tygo with the solo shot, as well as Buck Ball. Gardner Minshew with the win, 3 earned through 6 1/3, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Bruce Hotmike with the save, did get into a bit of trouble there late, but got out of it with no earned, 3 walks to 3 strikeouts, 2 2/3 innings. Cecil B. Heimerdinger with the loss, 4 earned through 5 2/3. Steel Flex giving up 3 through 3 1/3. Your MVP is Tank Tygo for some reason, followed by Judd French and Shelby Callens. All right, game number 3, we're staying on the heroic side of the board as we go quickly over to the moonshots. Actually, it's going to be quicker to go this way. And the Gauchos. And we need to go to Big Sky. And the Gauchos still without Samir Tailwind. He's going through his second game, or his last game off the IL. He had an injury in game 1 of the wild card. He inflamed his Achilles. So we've got Thunder there in DH. Biscuit, Hex, Banger, Colin, Phillips, Walker, Thunder, Yoshida, Dion, and the pitcher is 6. 6. Yep. Make sure. So, well, Miller is SP4, and Pat Gross is now starting pitcher, and very good. And here we go for game number 3. Gauchos coming back after dropping the first game to the Knights, winning the next 2 to get themselves into the second round to face off against the Moonshots. These 2 teams split the season series. Moonshots won the first time around on Super Saturday in week 1, 6-3. And then it was the Gauchos winning in a pitching duel week 5, day 1, in a 1-0 victory. Very good on the mound. Gets Miranda Biscuit to pop up. She's under it. And she'll make the catch.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 2.
Moonshots, Gauchos. That one's hit into right field. That is over the head of Matty Musgroves. He leapt for it, came up empty. But that's going to be a 1-out double for Athena Hex.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 0.
Runner going for third. The throw from Baca's in the dirt, and Hex takes third. And here's Brutus Banger, 1-2 the count. Grounded to third. Destroyer will go to first. The run will score, and the Gauchos on top first here, 1-0. With the good plays by Athena Hex. I was going to say before I even got a chance to, Moonshots come into this game the best pitching team in the league, and they roller coaster off the right field wall. What is going on? Too many things happening here. Fizek, if you would you put that in the injuries channel? This one into center field. Tracking back is Juice Jackson. He'll make the catch for round number 3, and the side is retired, but the Gauchos strike first. 1-0 as we go to the bottom half. And Moonshots coming in as the top team in ERA, pitching a 2.47 ERA. Over half a run better than the Bombers in second place at a 3.15. This one's a flare into left, towards the big wall, but doesn't quite have enough, and Biscuit will make the catch at the warning track for round number 1. And here's Matty Musgroves. Let's see, Gauchos, on the other hand, the 4th best team in ERA. A 4.59 ERA with a 1.54 whip on the season. Cade 6 as he gives up a walk to Matty Musgroves. 26 2/3 innings pitched, 9 earned runs for a 3.03 ERA, a 1.2 whip, 10 walks issued, 17 strikeouts, 2 home runs surrendered. A solid season for Cade 6. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first for the Moonshots. Kodiak Destroyer up. That's a 3 full count to Destroyer. He pops this one up into center field. And it'll be Neon Dion making the catch for round number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13.
2-1 the count to Wreck Dreams. He flares this one to short. Sophia Phillips makes the catch over her head for round number 3, and the side is retired. And we'll go to the top of the second, 1-0 in favor of the Gauchos.
Now batting the catcher, number 24.
This one's pop up just in front of home plate. Nico Baca under it. And she'll make the catch for round number 1.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 15.
Here's Theo Thunder up to bat. Placing the injured Samir Tailwind. He grounds this one to Wreck Dreams while taking himself for round number 2.
Now batting the second baseman, number 35.
Three and one the count to Kazuto Yoshida. And he will draw a walk.
Now batting the center fielder, number 5.
So 1 on, 2 out for Neon Dion. Sorry, was making sure everything got recorded properly. Swinging a miss there, 1-2 the count. Very good on the season, has been very good, but she gives up a hit to Dion up the middle. That's going to put 2 aboard. Very good. 30 innings pitched to 7 earned runs, giving up a 2.1 ERA, a 1.5 whip, 11 walks to 18 strikeouts, 2 home runs surrendered on the year. Back to the top to go to Miranda Biscuit with a chance here to put her team up more. 2-1 the count. But grounds this one to third, Destroyer up with it. The throw in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Bo Jackoon, Earl Crump, and French Pastry do up for the Moonshots. Bo Jackoon, the rookie phenom, for all the world looked like the face of the SSBL coming into the season. Had a fantastic year in the minors last year and was an absolute star to behold during the minors all-star game, but hasn't adopted to the majors very well. A 2.215 average, but does draw a walk there, his 10th of the season.
Number 7.
To bring up Earl Crump now. Earl Crump, on the other hand, 395, 19 for 48, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 7 walks to 8 strikeouts. But swing and a miss there. He gets rung up. Cade 6 with the strikeout. That brings up French Pastry. The Moonshots were the champions of the Super Sim Classic we held during the offseason. They defeated the Vikings in the finals of that tournament and have rode that momentum all the way here to the 2nd seed in the Heroic, and looking to advance to their first conference finals in a few seasons, as that one's under the glove of Thina Hex, and the Moonshots have runners at 1st and 3rd here with only 1 out here for Nico Baca.
Number 60.
So the last time the Moonshots were in the conference finals would have been season 3, they went to the Super Series. Season 4, they lost to the Lumberjacks. Season 5. And the Suicide Squeeze works to perfection for Nico Baca, and she ties the game up 1-1. Great play. We've seen the Suicide Squeeze be easily double as effective here in these last few weeks of the SSBL. We haven't seen one of those bad ones where they pop it up and it's an easy double play. I wonder if we have gotten some sort of soft patch quietly over these last few weeks, because I feel that we've noticed some changes. We see base runners maybe being just the tiniest bit smarter, We've seen suicide squeezes be better. I really wonder if they've tweaked something behind the scenes or something. 2 on, 2 out for the Moonshots now here in the bottom of the second. That one's a hard hit ball past the glove of the diving Athena Hex. The bases will be loaded. And it's Maddie Musgroves. 6 struggling here in the early stages. 2 hits, 3 walks here through 1 2/3. Up to 46 pitches. 1-1 the count to Musgroves. And Musgroves into left! And it's a grand slam for the Moonshots! Maddie Musgroves into left, 394 feet, and it's 5-1. That's a grounder up the middle. Cage 6 can't get out of the inning. And here is Rec Dreams.
Number 13.
Two and 1 the count to Dreams, or 2-0 the count to Dreams. Flared into left. Miranda Biscuit is there, and she'll make the catch for round number 3. But the Moonshots take the lead thanks to the grand slam by Maddie Musgroves, and we'll head to the top of the third. 5-1 the score here.
The third baseman, number 2.
Yep, no break in the Moonshots lineup for certain. First pitch swinging, Athena Hex pops this one up behind home plate, and it will stay in play for Baca. She makes the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 0.
One and 2 the count to Banger. And Banger into center field. That one's a no-doubter. Is that going to reach the second deck? No. But it's a home run for Banger, and it makes it 5-2. Elder mentioned it earlier today. The ball is just flying out of the parks today. We've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like at least 8 home runs today, I think.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9.
I don't know where Dean's been, or where Pandora's been. Dean popped up in foul territory, and Destroyer will make the catch for round number 3. Gauchos inch closer with the solo shot from Banger, makes it a 5-2 ball game going into the bottom of the third. Bojacoon, Earl Crump, first 2 up here in the bottom of the third.
Number 34.
Yes, he did. He is in for season 8. Bojacoon up the middle. Billups up with it in time at first, round number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 7.
Earl Crump into right. That's going to be caught by Colin for round number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21.
Cade 6 struggling
Now batting,
with the zone so far tonight.
number 16.
Up to 4 walks. But this one grounded to Billups. She gets the first in time for round number 3. A 0 on the board, and we'll go to the top of the 4th. Still at a 5-2 ball game.
Now batting, the catcher.
Yeah, Air Force was not in. The overdrafts do need a manager. I haven't looked at the league office's comprehensive list on which teams still need managers or not. This one into right. Musgrove's tracking back in front of the warning track. He'll make the catch for number 1.
The designated hitter, number 15.
This one into right as well, but Musgrove's ranging over, makes another catch for number 2 this time.
The second baseman, number 35.
Swing and a miss. Good. Rings him up there and retires the sign. And we'll go bottom of the 4th. Still tied up 5-2. Off the cuff, Dean, I would say that's probably pretty accurate, but not 100% certain.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 3.
Retire the old teams and bring in the new 4. 3-0 to Nick Hugh. Takes a strike there. And puts that one into left. That'll be a 1-out single.
Now batting, the right. Now pitching.
And that will do it for Cade 6. Not the playoff performance he was looking for in his first postseason debut. But Noah Walker catches the runner going. That puts 2 away here. This one into left. Biscuit tracking, and she makes the shoestring catch for out number 3. We'll go top of the 5th. Still 5-2 here. 9-1-2 due for the Gauchos.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5.
Has an and the Angel. Okay. Oh. And another strikeout for good. She rings up Dion.
The left fielder, number 3.
First pitch swinging is Biscuit. She pops it up. Stays in the infield, and it's Earl Crump making the catch for round number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman.
From an offensive perspective, the Gauchos, the 7th best team in average, and also the 7th best team in runs scored. Gauchos hitting .303 on the season and scoring 96 runs. Need to turn up the production here to try and get back into this one, as that'll be a 2-out single. Here's Brutus Banger, hit a homer into center field last time up. Moonshots, on the other hand, the 5th best team in average, hitting the difference between 5th and 7th isn't that much. Moonshots 5th, hitting .3039. Gauchos 7th, hitting .3031.
Now batting,
And who is 6th?
number 4.
The wrong fielders are 6, hitting .3032. Go figure that one. So the bottom of the 5th we go. That'll be a leadoff walk for the Moonshots.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Brings up Wreck Dreams. Dreams over for today. A 3-0 count here from Starfire. That'll be a 4-pitch walk. Moonshots with a couple aboard now.
Now batting,
Moonshots 5th best in average, but 11th in runs scored. So very surprising from a team known for their offense, such as the Moonshots. And that one gets away from Walker. Both runners advance into score position. RBI man will be active for Bo Jackoon. It already was, but even more so now. Swing and miss there. 2-2 the count to Jack Hoon. Fouls that one back. Doesn't chase there. The count is full. Pitch popped up. Anfield was playing in. Is someone going to be able to track that one down? It will be Miranda Biscuit making the catch. Runners stay put, one away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
I'll bring up Earl Crump, 0 for 2. And Earl Crump into left, and it's a home run. Moonshots with a 3-run shot makes it 8-2. Moonshots taking full advantage of the short left field. Have the home run, grand slam, excuse me, along with that 3-run home run now, and has really blasted this one open.
Now batting, the catcher, number 60.
His brother is Alfred, I think, or Alford. I think he came from the Gauchos initially. Nico Baca will strike out to end the inning, but the 3-run shot makes it 8-2 in favor of the Moonshots.
Number 40.
Yeah, he traded him to the Corns. Corns traded him to the Knights. The Knights traded him to you. I'm pretty sure was that roundabout. And I remember way too much from this league off the top of my head. Off the glove of dreams, and the leadoff runner will be aboard here. Sophia Billups. This one into left, flirting with the wall. It won't be gone, but it will bounce off the screen. Nick Hugh finally comes up with it. Runner's gonna, was going home and then thought better of it. It wasn't a great throw. Baca had to run up for it. Runner probably would have been safe, but he retreats to third. I guess better safe than sorry here with no outs. This one's a flare into up the middle. The out is recorded. A good play by Crump, but a run will come to score. Makes it 8-3. This one a grounder to Crump. Another run will come to score. Makes it 8-4.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 35.
He's got Athena Hex at third, who's pretty good as it is. This one into right, but that one's going to be foul. And this one's going to get down into right. And that's going to be a 2-out double for the Gauchos. Mojo down for Barry Good. Wonder how much longer she'll stay in. She is tense now. Puppet, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Josh ever saw that. I'll be sure to bring that up to him. This one down into left. Runner's going to stay put at third. No one's really testing the arm of Nick Hugh in left. I mean, it's a shallow left field, but no one is deciding to be gutsy base running for the Gauchos. So runners at the corners for Biscuit, and she singles into right. Will bring home the run anyway. Now they're testing their arm, but this is the wrong arm to test as Musgroves guns the runner at third. The run does come home to score, makes it a 5-8 ball game, but the end the inning there.
Center fielder, number 11.
That was the wrong arm to test. Musgroves with a better arm than Hugh, and they pay the price for it, but they do get another run across, make it a 3-run game here.
Now batting,
Putting the pressure back on the Moonshots here in the bottom of the 6th. Nick Hugh breaks his bat swing in there into the dugout, and it will be foul. 1-2 the count to the reigning co-MVP of the Heroic. Fouls off another. And he will put this one down into left. That will be a base hit. Biscuit covers nicely to prevent it from being extra bases, but a one-out single for him. Mojo down for Starfire. And she will get pulled in favor of Jebediah Octagon. Runner's going, the throw is in the dirt. Walker couldn't come through there, so the runner in scoring position now for Musgroves. He had the grand slam earlier in the game. Grounded to short. Billups will go to third and will get Hugh in a rundown. So the lead runner will be retired here eventually. As Octagon applies the tag. For out number 2, that brings up Destroyer. Runner only at first now. Runner going, and the throw is not in time. Just a bit late there, and Musgrove's now in scoring position. He's got a mojo increase. And this one is down into left center. That will bring home the run. 9-5 Moonshots.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13.
The base running pays off for the Moonshots, and this one's into right center, tracking back at the wall. It's off the top of the wall. Another run will score. We're into double digits, and it's 10-5. Gauchos almost got out of the inning, but can't quite come up with the final out, and the deficit now back up to 5. Octagon will intentionally walk Bojack Oon. The Moonshots, with just their third game into double digits this season, both of the other 2 times came against the wrong fielders. They won 10-4 against the wrong fielders, and then 14-3. This one to second. Yoshida with the jumping catch for out number 3. The Moonshots get a pair back. Makes it a 5-run game going into the top of the 7th inning. And they will pull very good in favor of Ejin Sawamura. Let's see what Sawamura has accomplished on the season. Excuse me. Sawamura, 3 earned through 9 1/3 innings, a 2.89 ERA, a 1.17 WHIP, 1 walk to 3 strikeouts. Welcome back, Elder. You're 2/3 of the way through game number 3. You guys are on the cusp as Athena Hex strikes out swinging there. Sawamura with a strikeout of the first batter he faces. That brings up Brutus Banger. First pitch swing grounds that one to Dreams. He'll step on the bag for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 40.
This one up the middle. Crump is able to track it down, get it to first in time. 1-2-3 inning for Sawamura, and we head to the bottom of the 7th. French Pastry, Neko Baka, and Juice Armstrong do up.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21.
French Pastry, first pitch swing. That one's up the middle.
Now batting, the catcher, number 16.
Oh, and 2 the count to Baka. She flares this one into center. Get caught by Dion for out number 1.
Now batting, the center.
That brings up Juice Armstrong over to today.
11.
That one is foul. 0-2 to Armstrong. Grounded to second, just under the glove of Yoshida. The inning will continue.
Now batting, the left
Brings up Nick Hugh, 3 for 4 today, and that will do it for Octagon. In comes Jake Carter. Jake Carter on the year. Not all that great. 18 earned through 16 and a third, but rings up Nick Hugh there. And here's a locked-in Matty Musgroves.
number 29.
This one is popped up into left center. And it'll be caught by Biscuit for out number 3. And we'll head into the top of the 8th inning, still in a 5-run ball game. 5, 6, 7 do it for the Gauchos.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9.
Gauchos need a bit of offense here as they trail by 5 here against Sawamura. But he's ahead in the count. 0-2 to Billups, who's 1 for 3 tonight with the double. Billups with some patience, 2-2. Full count now. Swings at that one, pops it behind home plate. Easy play for Baca, 1 away. Brings up Noah Walker, 0 for 3.
24.
Baca grounded to short. Jackoon up of it in time, out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
And that brings up Theo Thunder. Theo Thunder trying to make a statement here off the bench for his team. In the last game he'll start. Samir Tailwind will come back tomorrow for game number 2. He dribbles this one to short. Bojacoon up with it. The throw will be in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Sawamura, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. The last chance for the Moonshots to pad their lead here. They're still up 5 here. 3, 4, 5 to up in the lineup.
the third baseman, number 4.
Popped up, and that will be foul. 2-2 the count. Grounded to first. Banger up with it. In time for number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13.
Swing and a miss there, and that's another strikeout for Carter.
Now batting,
I didn't remember to do a prediction, did I?
number 34.
Whoopsie. Vikings won that one. Who's going to win this one, guys?
Now batting,
Final chance for the Gauchos here. They need 5. Sawamura locked in through 2 innings pitch, has a strikeout. Has been pretty solid in relief. This one a high fly ball into right center, but to the deepest part of the park. It'll be caught by Juice Armstrong, 1 away.
now batting, the center fielder, number 5.
Here's Neon Dion. 1-1 the count to him. He's 2 for 3 today. Swing and a miss there. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Sawamura. And Miranda Biscuit, last person standing for the Gauchos here. She takes first pitch strike. Fouls that one off. And that should do it. Popped up in front of the plate. And that'll be caught by Nico Baca for out number 3. And the Moonshots take game number 1, 10-5 over the Gauchos. Both teams in double-digit hits, but the Moonshots taking advantage. 2 home runs combined for 7 of their 10 RBIs. Matty Musgroves with the grand slam. Earl Crump with the 3-run home run. 3 runs trickle in otherwise. Nick Hugh 3 for 5. 2 for 4 is Destroyer. And Pastry 2 for 3. On the flip side, 10 hits for the Gauchos. A pair from Hex, Colin, and Dion. The solo shot by Banger. Good pitching. Not a lot of great pitching from the Gauchos tonight. No one went a long time. 6-5 earned through 3 1/3. Starfire 3 through 2. Octagon a pair through 1. Carter the best of them all. 2 2/3. Only 2 strikeouts recorded. Nothing else given up. Very good was pretty good. 5 earned through 6. 10 hits. A walk, 2 strikeouts. And Sawamura with a clean sheet through 3, recording 2 strikeouts. Your MVP is Musgroves and Crump, followed by Brutus, Banger. And here we go into game number 4. What should be a very interesting matchup. The Unicorns and the Ball Players. For all intents and purposes, I believe most of the people here would think the Unicorns would be the favorites in this series, but the Ball Players get home field advantage thanks to winning their division in the game 15 over the Stingers. The Ball Players, however, were one of the teams that were able to defeat the Unicorns in the regular season, so don't count them out just yet as we... Oh yeah, back to Emerald Diamond. Night. And I think we have a pretty routine Unicorns lineup with Odor, Walker, Cush, Flitflot, Davis, Bree, Mushaw, Porterhouse, and Hatman with Mabel Sparks. Mabel Sparks' worst start of the season came against the Ball Players. She walked like 6 or 7 batters, I think, in that game. And then let's make sure the Ball Players are all here. We do have River Slopes coming in for the injury. She is SP4, then Walker's long reliever. Everyone's an RP. Got Barker, Deal Stick, Murph, Kelly, Terry Thunder, Matthias Black, Jerry Thunder, with Hands, Tucker, and Cole Crush. Game number 4, here we go. Let's see what the Ball Players and the Unicorns have in store for us here. Batting pivot. Ball Players and Unicorns. So from a team perspective, Unicorns were the 9th best team in average, hitting 3,002 on the season. 3rd, though, in runs scored, scoring 111. As Odor grounds that one to Crush, one away. Ball Players, on the other hand, the 2nd best team in batting average, hit 337 on the year. 4th in runs scored with 100 flat. On the flip side of pitching, Ball Players, the 10th best team in pitching, a 5.50 ERA, as that one's off the glove of Barker at 3rd, or Matthias Black, excuse me. And Woody Walker is aboard. Here's King Kush, tied Lexi Luther in home runs hit this season with 7 apiece. Unicorns, on the other end, pitching, are the 6th best team in the league, pitching a 4.74 ERA. We'll take a look at the starter here. Leonard Northwest getting the nod, as this one is grounded to short, but under the glove of Cole Crush. I think that's one of the main differences you've seen between Cole Crush and Homer Runs. Homer Runs turns 2 and gets you out of the inning, but Cole Crush, older, not as fast, and that one gets by him. But Leonard Northwest, not some great numbers. 19 1/3 innings pitched this season, 16 earned runs, a 7.44 ERA. Murph Kelly diving for that one. The throw is not going to be in time, and the Unicorns have the bases loaded here in the top of the 1st. And it's Gerald Davis.
number 50. Ball high.
This man was on fire in the second half and will continue as such as he singles up the middle. One run's going to score, another one rounding third, headed from home. The throw from the inside is not in time, and the Unicorns strike early, 2-0.
Now batting the center field.
Unicorns not fooling around, are getting to Northwest instantly here. Only one out in the top of the first, already up 2-0. Dribbler to third. Black goes for the tag. Comes up empty. Goes to second. Not in time. Oh, the ball players falling apart here. Get the surefire out, Matthias Black. You can't do that with a team as good as the Unicorns. Northwest already tense. The base is loaded again. 2-1 to Moose Shaw. She pops this one up into shallow left field. Infield fly is still called. Kelly will make the catch for round number 2. And that brings up Haggy Porterhouse.
Number 12. Right. Strike 3.
And he strikes out swinging, but the Unicorns strike early. Up 2-0 here in the top of the after the top of the first. Mabel Sparks a much different season than Leonard Northwest. 9 earned through 26 1/3 innings pitched, a 3.07 ERA with a 1.02 WHIP, 10 walks to 14 strikeouts, and I have to assume more than half of those walks came the last time she faced against the ball players. A very bizarre game for her. A 1-2 count here to Toby Barker. And strike 3 called very low in the zone. I don't know about that one, but she gets strikeout. That brings up Rick De La Stick.
That's inside. That's up.
And De Stick puts this one into right, but King Kush tracks that one down for number 2. And here is reigning Epic MVP Murph Kelly. And Kelly into left. And that will be caught by Woody Walker for round number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Mabel Sparks, and we'll head to the top of the second. Hatman, Odor, and Walker do up.
Now batting the first baseman, number 26. That's inside. Low. That's outside.
Alex Hatman took over the first base job,
Take your base.
and he will draw a walk, his 6th of the season.
Number 13.
That brings us back to Jose Odor.
Strike.
Odor hitting .274 on the year, 17 for 62, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, and strike 3, swing and a miss. He gets rung up there,
Now batting
and that brings us back to Woody Walker.
number 4. Strike.
Takes the first pitch strike, the throw to second, not in time, so Hatman in scoring position. Hatman still showing off some wheels. Black makes the catch for round number 2 on the little flare.
Now batting the right field.
Hatman paid attention, didn't get doubled up, so he's still at second. Allows King Kush to have RBI man active. Swings at a pitch way outside.
No. Ball outside.
2-1 the count now. That's a grounder. Cole Crush able to get to it in time. Throw it to first for out number 3. Crush just able to get to that one in time. And brings us to the bottom of the second. 2-0 still.
Now batting the designated
Brings us to Terry Thunder.
9.
Terry Thunder, an absolutely magnificent season for a Season 1 player. Probably the best season from a Season 1 player we have here in Season 7. Hitting .457 on the year, 27 for 59, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, 11 walks, but 4 strikeouts now as Mabel Sparks brings up another victim.
Third baseman, number 27.
Brings up Matthias Black now.
Strike.
Black fouls that one off. A 1-2 count. Mabel Sparks already locked in. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sparks. She's up to 3 already tonight.
Fielder, number 15.
Jerry Thunder 1-2. The acquisition from the Dragons, and he strikes out. Mabel Sparks strikes out the side. And we'll go to the top of the third as quickly as we entered the bottom of the second. Still 2-0 Unicorns.
Number 30.
Hot grounded to first. Still a stick. Able to backhand it. Step on the bag.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
One away. Here's Gerald Davis. The difference in the game. He singled up the middle with the bases loaded. That brought in 2 runs, and he hits another single. So runner will be aboard with 1 out here.
Now batting,
And that brings up Breezy Bree.
number 7. Nope, high. Ball inside. Break. Outside.
3-1 the count.
Take your base. Now batting, the catcher, number 23.
And she walks to aboard now here for Moose Shaw with a chance for the Unicorns to pad the lead. Rick DeLastick takes the grounder. Will just step on first for the surefire out. Doesn't try to turn 2. Too much speed on Bree. So it's back to Hacky Porterhouse with 2 in scoring position.
That's down.
He's got a 1-1 count. Northwest back to neutral. Misses low again, 2-1. This one's foul, 2-2. And strike 3 called. Porterhouse frozen on the curveball there, and we go to the bottom of the third. Still a 2-0 ball game. 7-9 do it for the ball players.
Now batting, the catcher.
Northern Northwest is keeping them around, but Mabel Spark is a woman on a mission, as she is already got the first out of the bottom of the third. She is 4 strikeouts through 7 batters. Oh, that one ate up Trey Flip-Flop. She couldn't quite time that one up, and it gets by her, and the ball players have their first base runner of the evening. Don't know what quite happened there. Sparks still locked in, though. Cole Crush, though, is going to quickly erase that as he grounds into a 6-4-3 Dragon special, and we go to the top of the fourth. 9-1-2 do it for the Unicorns here. Hatman has walked already today.
26. Break. Break.
0-2 the count.
Break.
And he gets rung up there.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 13.
Odor, first baseman, he pops it into foul territory. Iron Hands is under it, and he makes the catch 2 away.
Now
And here's Woody Walker.
fielder, number 4.
And Woody Walker into left field. That one is out of here. A solo shot from Iron Balls, and it's 3-0. Excellent timing, Elder. You used your powers for evil.
The right fielder, number 68.
Only I'm the one who can do jinxes around here, Elder. Don't step on my turf now, you hear?
Break. Strike 3.
But Northwest comes back to strike out King Kush. But the Unicorns push it to a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Top of the order do it for the ball players. Mabel Sparks has faced the minimum here as she enters the fourth. A 3-run lead looking just about insurmountable with Mabel Sparks on what she is right now.
That's up.
A 1-2 count to Barker. He grounds this one to Odor. Odor to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the first
Rick to the stick with a 1-2 count. That one's fouled back. And that one's a base hit for De La Stick up the middle. Hello, Lasers. You know, in hindsight, it's been an exciting day of games, but actually the average margin of victory here in the semifinals of the playoffs is 6 runs. So, honestly, a bit surprising. And one of those is a team that was an upset. The Vikings over the Lumberjacks, and Murph Kelly gets rung up there. 4 strikeouts for Sparks. Replacing her walk game with strikeouts here, but this one is flared. That one is booted by Odor into left, so the runner will be safe. 2 aboard now, and I'll bring up Matthias Black. Sparks still locked in. Low pitch for Matthias Black. And a low pitch is what she gives him. Flip-flop with a diving stop. Gets it to first in time for round number 3. A great dig by Trey Flip-flop ends the inning. And we go to the top of the 5th. Fantastic play by Flip-flop. Matthias Black, a pretty fast runner too. A great play for her. And she'll lead off the inning. She has a 3-0 count from Northwest. Curveball finds zone. But fastball is wide, and Flip-flop will walk. And I'll bring up Gerald Davis. And Gerald Davis into right field, a high fly ball, but it's going to die at the warning track. Nathan Tucker makes the catch for out number 1. Just a bit too under it, and it stays in the park, and that brings up Breezy Bree. She's 1 for 1 today. First pitch swinging, Black scoops it up, gets it to second for 1, back to first. Dragons special! A 3-6-3 Dragons special, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. Still 3-0.
Now back, the left fielder, number 15.
Jerry Thunder coming over from the Dragons. His rookie season has him sitting at a 500 average, but he grounds this one to short. Out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4.
No, it would be, well, the playoffs as a whole, I guess it would be a quarterfinal, but considering, well, I knew there was another name for it, I just forgot. Divisional. Back-to-back base hits for the ball players, have 2 aboard now. Maybe finding something out about Mabel Sparks as they enter maybe the 3rd time through the lineup. 0-2 to Cole Crush. He grounded into a double play his last time up. Ball players really don't want that to happen again. This one's a mile high in the air, doesn't get out of the infield. It'll be caught by Flip-flop for round number 2. At least it's not the Dragon special. And that brings up Toby Barker, 2 on, 2 out here. A 1-1 count to Barker. Barker with a hard hit ball. Flip-flop's able to scoop it up and gets to the first in time for round number 3. Another big play by Flip-flop at the hot corner, scooping that one up and ending the inning. Remaining 3-0 as we enter the top of the 6th.
Number 23. Nope, high.
Popped up into left. It is Jerry making the catch, 1 away. Brings us to Haggy Porterhouse.
Number 12.
First pitch swing grounded to second. Crush gets to it. And in time for round number 2, Mojo boost for Northwest.
The first baseman, number 26. Strike. Inside. That's up.
2-1 the count. 3-1. Hatman's already drawn a walk so far today. And we'll draw a second. Bringing us back to Jose Odor, 0 for 3 today.
13. That's down.
Runner going, the throw to second will be in time! Iron Hands gets Hatman, and Wilshire is retired and will go to the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 23.
Rick Dillastick to lead things off. 1 for 2 today. Sparks through 5 innings, 5 hits, giving up 5 strikeouts, still locked in. About to throw her 60th pitch. This one's into right. Tracking that one is Cush. He makes the catch, 1 away. Brings up Murph Kelly, 0 for 2 so far. Ball players' offense could use a spark here from the former MVP, but he's behind 0-2. A line shot to flip-flop for round number 2. And brings us to Cherry Thunder. And that's a dribbler to short, but flip-flopped up with it. The throw is in time for round number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Mabel Sparks. And we'll head to the top of the 7th. Still 3-0. Top of the order for the Unicorns.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 13. Nope, high.
Popped up. Easy play for Hands. He's under it. Caught for round number 1.
Now batting,
Woody Walker now, 2 for 3, a home run and a single. And he's going to put this one down into the gap under the glove of Thunder. And that will be extra bases for Walker. He's headed for second and will stay there with a 1-out double. Mojo up for Woody Walker. He is going to be locked in and RBI man active for King Kush. And that will be it for Leonard Northwest. He goes 6 1/3. In comes Adrian Walker. She led the league in strikeouts and innings pitched. This one's a grounder to first. Deal a stick with a diving stop. Flips it to Walker, who steps on the back for round number 2. A good play there. Getting the second out. Runner will advance. She's 90 feet away. Here's Trey Flip-Flop, 1 for 2 today. She takes first pitch struck on a curveball. Another curveball misses inside, 1-1. Fastball, bottom of the zone in there. 1-2 came and activated for Walker. The pitch fouled back. Swing and a miss. Walker strikes her out, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 7th we go. 5, 6, 7 do it for the ball players, still trailing by 3 here. Wonder how close Maple Sparks might be into on fire.
ball inside.
Second pitch popped up into left. Woody Walker under it, and he... Oh no, he muffs it! Woody Walker, with his first mistake of the day, allows the runner to reach second on the error.
Fielder, number 15.
We'll see how that comes back to haunt the Unicorns. Mojo down for him, but Sparks still locked in. This one's flied out into left. Another chance for Walker. He makes the catch this time. Runner's tagging for third, and he'll get there. So runner at third for Iron Hands, the best chance the ball players have had so far tonight. Just about anything in play could score the runner. An ugly swing there from Hands, 1-1 the count. That one's in there, 1-2. Swing and a miss! Iron Hands gets rung up there. A big strikeout there from Sparks. She doesn't want the runner to score. She rings up her 6th batter of the night, and it's up to Nathan Tucker. And Tucker with a dribbler back to the mound. Sparks gets it to Hatman, out number 3, and the side is retired. Sparks gets out of the inning. The error does not come to score, and we go to the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 50. Strike. Inside. That's up.
1-2 to Gerald Davis.
Strike.
2-2. Came in for Walker. Count is full. And strike 3 on the curveball. Walker rings him up there.
The center fielder, number 7.
Quick 2-0 count here to Breezy Bree. 3-1 now. That one is, oh, Cold Crush snacks it for a number 2.
The catcher, number 23. Strike.
And this is a grounder to second. Crush up with it in time for round number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Still a 3-run game, but time running thin for the ball players. They've only got 6 outs to work with. 9-1-2 due up here. Cold Crush at the plate, and he'll take the at-bat. Sparks through 76 pitches now, 5 strikeouts. Hasn't allowed a hit in a few innings. 2-2 count here to Crush. He fouls it off, stays alive. Swing and a miss! Another strikeout for Sparks. She's up to 7.
The center fielder, number 6.
Toby Barker back to the top of the order, 0 for 3. Flare to short, and that's caught by Odor. And Mabel Sparks will be on fire.
Number 23. That's inside.
Might be the first time we've ever seen on fire in the SSBL playoffs. I could be wrong, but it feels like it to me. Oh, but Rick Dilla stick into left field, and that one's at the wall and gone! Rick Dilla stick puts the ball players on the board, makes it a 3-1 ball game. Easy come, easy go. Yeah, Puppet, you're right. Back down to lock in is Sparks now. 3-1 here in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. Murph Kelly up to bat. 2-1 the count.
That's outside.
3-1 the count.
Take your base.
And that one nowhere close. That will be a walk to Kelly. The first one issued tonight by Mabel Sparks. And here comes Terry Thunder. We're now in a 1-swing game. The manager calling full the pull to the bullpen. She's got 91 pitches tonight. Dangerous batter, Terry Thunder, with excellent hitter this season. Oh, that was in the dirt, but Thunder swings at it and grounds it to second. Easy out for Porterhouse, and the side is retired, and we go to the top of the 9th in a 3-1 ball game.
The second baseman, number 12.
And it'll be Porterhouse taking the at-bat here, 0 for 3 and tenths. He fouls that one off, 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss! Porterhouse gets rung up again.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 26.
Walker locked in, 3 strikeouts through 2 innings. That one's back to her. She gets it, throws it to first in time, out number 2. And back to Jose Odor, tenths, 0 for 4 tonight. Not a night to remember for Odor offensively. He falls behind 0-2, came in activated for Walker. And neither one is hit back up the middle under the glove of Walker. Odor is aboard for the first time tonight. Tonight has been very short. We're only at 2 hours, 23 minutes, and that includes the 10-minute countdown timer.
That's outside.
So 1 on, 2 out here for Woody Walker. 3 for 4 today. A triple away from the cycle, actually. And this is a ballpark that could handle a triple. And he's got the speed to turn one. But he grounds this one to short. Murph Kelly up with it in time at first, round number 3. Into the bottom of the 9th we go. Ball players need 2 to tie, 3 to win. And it's 5, 6, 7 do it for the ball players. Well, Mabel Sparks come out for the 9th inning. It's Keisha Phillips coming in defensively. But Sparks will stay on the mound for the 9th inning. Still locked in. 93 pitches. Porterhouse takes over first. Keisha Phillips at second. Curveball in there. 2-1 count to Matthias Black. A slap into left field. That one is caught by Woody Walker. An excellent reach over his head for a huge first out. Woody Walker coming up clutch there. snags it over his head, prevents the extra bases. And already an 0-2 count to the rookie Jerry Thunder. He gets rung up on 3 pitches. And it's down to iron hands. And it's going to be Trevor Belmont trying to get the last out. Hands will stay in the game. Surprising we don't see any pinch hitters here. They do still have Curly Shipwright on the team. If it does go to extra innings, surprised we don't see Titus Saxon or someone. And this one's popped up into left center, and that should do it. Breezy Bree is under it, and she makes the catch, round number 3, and the Unicorns win it 3-1. Three to 1, Unicorns get game number 1. 9 hits on the night. Woody Walker probably earned VP 3 for 5. Had a home run, a solo shot. And then Gerald Davis bringing home the other 2 runs with the bases loaded. How important. You know, you go back to that first inning, that was the difference. And how important it was, you know, Cole Crush not being able to get to the ball earlier in that inning. That would have probably been a double play. Just doesn't have the speed to knock it down. Allowed the bases to get loaded, and the Unicorns took advantage of it and ended up winning the game because of it. 8 strikeouts tonight for the Unicorns, as well as 8 strikeouts tonight for the ball players. 6 hits for them, 2 from Delasick. He had the solo shot, the only run for them tonight. Pitching, Mabel Sparks almost goes the difference. 8 2/3, 1 earned run, 6 hits, a walk, 8 strikeouts. Belmont gets the last out. Northwest, 3 earned through 6 1/3. The first inning was his downfall. 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Walker, 2 2/3 of only giving up 1 base runner. MVP, Mabel Sparks and Woody Walker. I couldn't agree more. Followed by Rick Delasick. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. A very quick night. A lot of fast games. Fizek will be on the call tomorrow. Might be a dual cast. I might join him tomorrow night. See if we have any clinching, quick clinches. I think the same rules will apply for tomorrow as it did for night 2 last night. If we have 2 series that need a game, if we have 2 or fewer series that need a game 3, they'll be played that night. If we have more than 2, we will go to night number 3. But thank you all for tuning in. It's been a fun night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.